Well, hello and welcome to today's edition of the Pastor's Study. I trust that you are doing well, and I trust that your spirits and your heart are lifted up and encouraged. Solomon tells us that, in our heart we should be wise, and in our heart we should be glad. And in the innermost parts of our being, we should rejoice. There's many things to rejoice in, and I know that there are times where life is hard and there's challenges and there's difficulties, but Solomon says that we are to find the opportunities and find the moments in life in order to rejoice, in order to celebrate. Speak of what has been right. Speak of the things that are happy and joyful in your life. And he says, I know there are times that we look at others in life and we think, wow, I wish that I could have all those cars. I wish I could have those fancy homes, or I wish I could spend money any way I wanted to. Well, Solomon gives us a warning. He says, don't let your heart envy those sinners. He says, that's not something that you should be striving for. That's not something that should be your focus. Rather, your focus should be, to fear the Lord always. That's what your focus should be, because that's the thing that lasts. That's the thing that brings true joy. The things that the sinners have, it might look good for a while. It might even look good for a long time. The psalmist says, I looked at everything that people had, he says, and I thought, why them? I'm not reading it, I'm not quoting it, I'm just kind of loosely paraphrasing it. It's like he's saying, why are they being successful, God? They have no righteousness in them. They don't do anything good. They do whatever they want to, and they seem to be prospering. And then the psalmist says, but then I went into the house of the Lord. And then I realized what I had, and they didn't. I considered where their end would be, and it would not be with the Lord. And then I realized that I had the riches, and they didn't. Now think about it. Think about that in your life. Do you recognize true riches? Not financial. And again, I say this again because we've talked about this before this week. It's not that financially wealthy or rich is wrong. It's not. But if it's the focus, if that's what you strive for, that's where it's right. So think about it and put your heart and your focus on things of the Lord. Till next time in the Pastor's Study, goodbye, and may God